So you transferred back here to Spokane and you're joining Gonzaga, and that must have felt like coming home in some ways. What made Gonzaga feel like the right fit, and what does it mean to you personally?
It means a lot to be back home for sure. I think the coaching staff, really made it feel like this time around that this is a good fit for both of us. I think that was the biggest thing that we were kind of missing out on the first time around, I guess. But like now this time it's gonna be the perfect fit, I hope, and we just both feel like it's great. And then just coming home, the support I've gotten is crazy. Like the first time you commit, like it's great, everybody's happy, whatever, like amazing. But then this time around, like transferring, coming in, and I was just, after that first year coming here, it's just so cool to see how many people are still following along and still being so supportive and so welcoming. Like everybody's just been amazing. So I'm very happy to be back home.
So growing up in Spokane, you've seen firsthand how big of a role Gonzaga basketball plays in this community. Were you a fan of GU as a kid? And if so, who were some of the players you looked up to, and what were some of your favorite memories as a fan?
Yes, so I actually grew up in Montana and then moved here going into 8th grade. But even in Montana, from Great Falls, I was just always had the dream to play at Gonzaga. And my grandparents are from here. They live out in Medical Lake, so we always grew up coming to games, visiting Spokane, coming to Gonzaga. And then I actually went to, one of my favorite memories is I went to a little like Fairfield high school camp out in Fairfield, Montana. I went to their high school camp and won like the 1v1 or whatever, and Jill Barta was there, so she gave me her practice jersey, and that was just the coolest thing because it was always my dream, and now I have this player's practice jersey. Like it just really, made it feel right that I would soon someday come here.
And beyond Gonzaga, Spokane is known as Hooptown, USA, with such a deep love for the game of basketball, with things like Hoop Fest and the support for Gonzaga. Growing up from 8th grade on in this environment, how does the city's love for basketball shape your love for the game?
Spokane is just one of a kind for sure. I think Hoop Fest, it's the largest 3-on-3 tournament in the world. So just coming here every single year, playing in that, I always grew up playing in that, and then now being able to go and watch and support my friends or family who's playing in it, it just is really a cool environment that I think is unlike anything else. And so the fact that it's in Spokane too, and Spokane draws so much basketball attention, is also really cool.
Coach Lisa has described you as a shooter with a high motor and strong versatility on defense. How would you describe your own game, and what parts of your game are you focusing on to improve this offseason?
I really agree with that. I think, I love to hustle and just leave everything out on the floor. Shooting is definitely one of my strengths and I enjoy doing it, but I also really want to improve on, just working on getting better defense and having that high motor, high intensity, and then also being able to create more off the dribble and find my open teammates and be a good teammate too, and just, all the factors that go into it. There's always room to get better.
Building off of that, Coach Lisa is known for her defensive mindset, and defense is clearly something you take pride in as well. What has she shared with you about what you bring on that end of the floor, and has defense always been a core part of how you play?
For sure. I always have said defense translates to offense. I've grown up that way. My parents and coaches have all said defense translates to offense, so really just leave it all out there, and then if your offensive game isn't flowing, then you can still play hard defense and control your attitude, control your effort, all of those things, and offense will come. So just don't worry about it and keep playing hard.
And a lot of this guard work that you've been able to do in this offseason is done with Coach Stacy and Coach Jordan. And Coach Stacy is an alum, as you are, from Meade High School. How meaningful has it been to have her as your coach and working with her this offseason?
I think it's amazing. The Meade community, there's Coach Stacy and then Jazzy too, and just so many other people in Gonzaga that went to Meade that it's almost kind of like just crazy and like jaw-dropping that Meade has such a big role in the Gonzaga community, I guess you could say. But it's really cool. It really makes it feel like home, and it's just so easy to transition into it because I know so many people who have a similar relationship to it.
So growing up as a fan of the Zags from 8th grade on, is there one Gonzaga tradition or team ritual that you are looking forward to being a part of as a player that you witnessed as a fan?
Honestly, just the crowds in general, like the game days, they're all amazing, but also I'm a little bit excited to see what other inside rituals we have that other people, that the outsiders don't see. And I know there's a couple, but they're waiting to surprise us, so it should be fun.
And with the offseason winding down, how has it been building chemistry with this new group? And what have the coaches been emphasizing about the opportunity this team has heading into this upcoming season?
Yeah, this year we have a lot of newcomers, and I know that's similar to last year, but especially this year we don't have as many seniors. We have, a couple, two, I think is what it was. But everybody coming in is just so nice, so welcoming. Everybody wants to work together. I think we all have the same mindset that we want to win and we want to be here and work hard and put in the work every day. So that's just awesome to see. And then creating those relationships obviously is always fun.
Well, Teryn, I appreciate your time and sitting down with me.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me.